The Plaza structure on Kapolei High School's campus recently underwent a renovation that rendered it accessible by people of all physical statures. We recently had a sit-down with Mr. Eldon Esmeralda, our honorable principal, to discuss the significance of this new renovation.
Well, first of all, I think the first renovation that went in was the wheelchair ramp. One of my beliefs is that all students should have the same opportunity as any other student. So knowing that with all the activities that we had, a good example is last year we had the event where we shaved our heads. So the question was, if there was somebody else who might have been in a wheelchair who wanted to shave my head, they should have had that opportunity. During lunch activities, as I kind of talked about, that we'd have more kids who actually participate in those lunch activities. Sometimes it's about just creating the spirit. And I think, when they're playing music out there, they're doing some spirit games, I think that'd be cool if we could get more students involved in that, because student government works really hard to put on events, so I hope we can all enjoy them.
And now we turn to some students to see what they think about the renovation.
I felt like the renovations on the Plaza is really unnecessary.
Well, to me personally, I think that it's a pretty good thing since they added new space or more space. It gives the band an opportunity to perform since before they didn't really have much space, so they're kind of all crowded.
I feel like if we can't go on it and there's no point of us using it, I think the only time they can use it really is for when they have band concerts here at the school, but anything else I feel like it's kind of useless.
We also had a sit down to discuss the significance of the renovation with Miss Matthews, head care coordinator of I-Building.
Well, since it's kind of like a stage for a lot of stuff, I think that it creates a more inclusive environment so that some of my kids could even participate in whatever's going on. Well, I also think it's a really great step in the right direction because of the Americans with Disabilities Act, which ensures that, everyone out in town, here, everywhere, is able to access the same kind of stuff, and they're able to use it if they're in a wheelchair, or they're able to use it if they have limited mobility issues. So the fact that those rails are there, it aligns perfectly with the Americans with Disabilities Act, which I find really great.
At the end of the day, we all know this renovation was long overdue. Not only will it cater to our special needs students, but also be accessible by those of all physical statures. And, to quote Ms. Matthews, create a more inclusive environment, which is exactly the type of environment we want to promote here on Kapolei High School.